to another edition of Flea Market Fantasy, the world's second greatest Bronze Age era comic book podcast. Joining me as always is new Mike L, Kevin Jank.
I'm here, Mike Dell, and I want to encourage everyone out there to sign up for our coming soon Flea Market Fantasy Patreon page, where Mike Dell has promised he will introduce you all to Mr. Weasel.
Yes, very good. Yes, yeah. One of the most amazing characters in the history of comic books is in this issue,
Yeah.
Mr. Weasel.
Oh boy. Not since turn of the century have I been so enthralled with a villain.
All right, the book we're doing today is Silverblade, issue 2 from 1987. That's right, Silverblade. I'd never heard of this book. I, I'm a very old man and I've never heard of it. Have you ever
Nope.
heard of it, Jay?
No.
Oh,
I thought this was a Christmas book and it was Silver Bells, but no, it was Silver Blade.
Silverblade. This is from DC Comics. It was a 12-issue maxi series, as they called it back then.
Oh, okay.
Maxi
So they
series.
knew it was going to only be 12 issues. It didn't just get
Yes,
canceled after 12. Okay.
correct. It's a complete story. There's a yeah. We'll get into the story on it because it is a
Yeah.
wild, wild stuff. All
I
right.
did try to look at the last issue to see, kind of briefly see what was going on, and it didn't look as entertaining as this issue was. Let me say that. I
So,
don't think it'll all be winners.
all right. So before we get into that, though, let's remind everybody if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I think we picked up one more subscriber at least this week, so I think we're at 435. So again, the goal is
Okay.
600.
Oh,
So,
500. Don't go adding
oh,
on to
oh
it so
yeah,
that you don't have to read Dark Knight.
sorry. Goal is 500.
That's right.
500.
I mean, we'll
And,
take 600 too, if you want to.
and if we get to 500, Jank's going to make me read The Dark Knight, and I don't want to do that. So, but we're getting closer. And also have a book out there called Monkey Flip about a chimp detective. All right. So,
Yeah.
Silverblade. This is unique.
Yeah, it sure was. It's a hell of a concept. I'll give it that.
It is. I love so much about this. So, all right, Silverblade. His real name is Jonathan Lord, and he's an aging Hollywood actor.
Yeah.
He's like in his 70s in issue 1. We'll get into this. He was his first appearance was oddly enough Silverblade issue 1 from 1987,
Oh, look at
and
that.
he was created by the writer Cary Bates and legendary artist Gene Colan, and they were the
You
creators
love the
for.
Gene Colan.
I do love the Gene Colan, and they were the creators for all 12 issues. So they were both committed to this project, and a couple supporting characters in this. He has a butler named Bobby Milestone.
Yeah, that's a great butler name right there.
Bobby Milestone, and he was a former child actor who could never find acting roles. So I guess they were in a movie together. So when his acting career tanked, he started working for Jonathan Lord as a butler. So
Kind of like Cliff Booth, the stuntman in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, just driving,
okay,
Leonardo DiCaprio
yeah,
around,
okay, yeah.
fixing his
Uh,
antenna on his roof.
I hated that movie, but yes, exactly like that. And there's also a mystical bird in this story.
Yeah, that
Uh,
was great.
I encountered a mystical turkey vulture a couple months back. People might remember
That's
this.
right.
It's terrifying. But in here, it's like a Maltese falcon statue, and it comes to life as a crazy bird. And
Hmm.
apparently, that bird's name is the Jailer. He calls himself the Jailer. It's a
Ooh.
pretty good nickname. Call me the Jailer. So,
That's an
all right.
intimidating name. I don't know if I would trust taking powers from that guy.
Yes.
I'm the jailer.
All right, so here's what happens. In issue 1, this Jonathan Lord fella, like I said, he's an aging actor, and he was known as like he was pals with Errol Flynn and Tyrone Power, like a swashbuckling actor in the
Yeah.
30s and 40s and stuff. But then as his career went on, he started doing like horror movies. Um,
Hmm.
so they were comparing him to like Bela Lugosi and all those kind of fellas.
Oh, that'd be the
Uh,
dream.
and so I was thinking it's kind of like a Christopher Lee situation where he started doing the horror movies later in his life,
Yeah.
like this.
That's usually, yeah, kind of the opposite of what actors do, where it's like usually they'll start out like, oh, there's Kevin Bacon in the first Friday the 13th, and then he
Yeah.
goes on to other things. But
So, Silverblade was his most famous, iconic role early in his career that really made him a star. And it was a swashbuckling, sword fighting kind of movie. And his character was called Silverblade. So, yeah, so there's that. And the lady he was in that movie with, I can't remember her name at the moment. We'll call her Debbie Deb, maybe, or something like that. But she was his love off camera as well, and they got married, and apparently he cheated on her, and so
Oh,
they got divorced. And so as he aged there and is acting, kind of aged out of all those roles, he was doing the horror movies and stuff, and then he just became a recluse and lived quietly. No one heard from him for many years, except his
oh, this is the
butler.
Mike Dell story,
Yeah.
except the part about early success.
Yes.
Other than
That's
that.
right. I skipped that early success stuff. I just went right to recluse.
Yep.
And uh, so just him and his butler, Bobby Milestone, living in this Hollywood Hills a house called this estate that he called Shangri-La, which is a Hollywood reference to well, it's a literary reference to James Hilton's novel, The Lost Horizon, which I'm sure Jank has read.
Oh, cover to cover.
But Shangri-La is this mystical place outside of time where everything is beautiful and lovely and everything. So that's the name he gave to his
Yeah.
house. And so then one day, he's become like a bitter old man too, because he like he hates being old when he could be young,
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, so,
He's like, it used to be so much easier to get up off the floor.
that's right. That's what I was just gonna say. So his pal there, the Bobby Milestone, he wanted to do something nice for like, to jazz up the house a little bit. So he was making a little display in the Shangri-La house of like a tree and a bunch of like Maltese falcon birds on the tree or something to decorate the home. I don't know. And Jonathan Lord came home and said, "Hey, this stinks. I hate this thing." Bobby Milestone says, "But I was trying to do a nice thing for you." And he says, "I don't care." And so they got in a fight, and Bobby Milestone left. And he says, "I'm done with you, you old crazy man. I'm done." So he walked out. And this Bobby Milestone, he looks like he's in his 40s or something, right? Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
50 or so
He's
by now.
not a spring chicken, but
Yeah. So he
he
leaves
should
and
have, if he really wanted to win over this, Jonathan Lord, he should have gotten him some Maltese cupcakes from that Hostess ad.
oh,
That was a good one.
that's a nice callback to the hostess ad, yeah, with a Wonder Woman. So
Yeah.
here, but one of the Maltese falcons that Bobby Milestone had found is a mystical, magical bird, and it comes to life, and it says, "Hey, Jonathan Lord, I can give you the life you give you your life back, And
Yeah.
he like there's some magic thing that happens, and the bird wraps Jonathan Lord up in all his old films roll like his reels of film that he had at his
Oh, okay.
house because he's
Sure.
watching his old movies and stuff.
Film
And like
reels. Yeah.
yeah, it's like it was just like an explosion of magical crap or something. I don't know, but all the film ended up wrapped around him. And so what he
Oh, this sounds
did,
like a Columbo episode.
yeah.
There's
So what
always
happened?
a film reel.
So now Jonathan Lord gets the power to turn into any of the characters he played throughout his film career. That's pretty great.
Yeah. I think all
Wonderfully,
actors should try this. Just roll around in your film reels and see what happens.
I love this idea. This concept is awesome. So, for
It's really
instance,
good.
he's
Yeah.
it,
That's creative.
like he's Silverblade in this issue. Uh, that's the one he goes to the most because that's when he was the youngest and best looking fella. He's all ripped and
Yeah.
jacked, and he's a handsome guy. So, I'm gonna be that guy.
Now, did he ever play like just a normal businessman? Maybe that would be less conspicuous.
Yeah.
He just goes out in a suit sometimes.
Because also in this movie, yeah, because he's always wearing a silver blade outfit, which is
Yeah.
kind of like a
Wearing his
combination
like
of like
movie premieres and
Aquaman, like Aquaman,
like
Robin, and
Zorro and Robin. Yeah.
yeah, it's because his green leggings look like they're chainmail or something. But yeah, it's very strange. But anyway,
Yeah.
um, also in
Not
this
very
issue, he's like a
80s.
mummy. He played a mummy,
Yeah. I think like a
and
gargoyle
he
or
also
something.
yeah yeah because in the first Silverblade movie. He was the swashbuckler guy, but he was also cursed by some wizard. So he would turn into a gargoyle at
Oh,
night or
nice.
something. And the only way that he got cured is at the end. It looked like the gargoyle had died, and his lover, that lady he was in love with, she was playing his lover in the film, and she knelt down and started crying over the dead gargoyle, and her tears brought him back to life as Silverblade, and it like
Oh.
dispelled the curse, got rid of the curse. So how about that? The tears of his love cured him. All right. But anyway, also, did he turn into anything else in this book? I think it was just the mummy, gargoyle, and
Uh,
Silverblade in this one. But
I think
he
that, yeah,
he's
oh,
played.
no, there's some kind of centurion, like Roman,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
centurion guy
At
later
the
on
end.
with a shield.
Yes, I forgot about that. Plays a very pivotal role. Uh, but also, like I guess his most power, like I've seen issues later, like Dracula. So I don't know. I'm guessing he played a vampire at some point. But I guess his most
Damn, he played
powerful
all the monsters.
Yeah, his most powerful incarnation is he can be Satan. So
Oh man. This guy should have been in everything. Like, I mean, it
I
kept being in
know,
movies because he clearly can do anything.
but this character is awesome. I love this. And
Yeah.
apparently Silverblade, this is it. Like he's never appeared in anything outside of these 12 issues. And like later DC creators would make a reference to Silverblade, like in little jokes and in jokes and stuff. And they made reference to the character, but I don't think he's ever actually appeared as Silverblade in anything else.
That's
Think that's a
crazy.
missed
You could have
opportunity.
thrown him into a crisis somewhere. Yeah.
This is a great idea.
It's
So I
definitely,
don't
this
know.
should be dusted off and tried again, I think. Like this idea is evergreen. It would still work.
So so we start out with him like learning about these powers and stuff, and because again, even though he looks young and handsome, he's still a 70-year-old, 75-year-old guy in his head. So he still
Yes.
acts like an old man in his head.
He's an old fuddy-duddy, yeah.
Yeah. And so he's kind of come with to grips with this. And as the series progresses, we learn, I think in issue 3, we learn that the jailer, this bird, he gave him these powers so he can fight an evil spirit called the Executioner. And
Hmm.
like, there's also a Native American fella comes in, like a shaman or something, and he can turn into different animals. And he's kind of helping Silverblade fight this Executioner guy. And then his lady love, the older lady, she comes back and she briefly recaptures her youth too through some situation, but then she loses, she ages back up again, and so it's a thing. And then like by like issue 10, it's revealed that everything beyond up until that point was all just a movie. That it was all fictional.
What?
Everything we've done is fictional. Yeah, it was a movie like inside a book. But then it's revealed that that
Oh no.
was actually not true, that that was a reality warping thing like the evil executioner was doing to them
Oh,
to make
okay.
it seem like
Good,
they're
good.
just in a movie to keep them distracted or whatever. So then they realized, oh wait, no, our real reality is what happened. So yeah, it gets into all kind of metaphysical stuff and like spiritual new age religion kind of stuff, and it
Oh
gets really like
boy.
weird. Yeah,
I
and then
like
at the
this
bit,
issue much more than apparently where it ends up.
that sounds
That's a
awesome
little
though.
heady.
Yeah, but it sounds great. I love that kind of stuff. So then at the end, um, the very end, they defeat the executioner, but it's not really a fight. Apparently, from what I read, it seemed like they expected this big climactic fight, but the two warring sides, like the bird and the executioner or whatever, they don't so much as fight as they ask themselves, why are they fighting? Like
Oh
they come to
no.
terms with like, wait, what are we doing? Why are we fighting? And because they were both like two sides of the same thing. And so it kind of parallels Jonathan Lord, his Silverblade, his fictional character on the screen being the same, another version of his real life. So that he's doing a lot of things like in terms of big sweeping themes about identity and real versus fake and ageism and stuff. And because then at the end, even though he's still the young Silverblade and his lady love is now back to being like a 67-year-old lady, they stay together because he says,
Oh, okay, that's
I
nice.
still love you, so they stay together in Shangri-La, and that's how the book ends. How about that, huh? Pretty
Wow.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the fact that they didn't battle and he just kind of had tea and we're like,
Well,
why are we fighting? But other
there
than that,
probably was
sounds
a
good.
fight. again, this is just I didn't read the actual issue. I just read a summary of it. So who knows? But it seems like it was a more philosophical dispute than a punching dispute,
Hmm.
But
Okay.
I wouldn't mind reading this because
Yeah.
Gene Colan, he's in his 60s here when he's working on this, but he's still very good, and I love his stuff. So
There's a lot of wonky stuff art-wise in
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. Well, there were a couple times, like the shotgun getting shot by a shotgun is weird the way it looked.
Yeah.
I always
A
admit that,
lot of the
but
faces and
he's still
there's
his
definitely one
women look
panel.
great. Uh,
Again, sometimes.
I don't know, but yeah,
We'll
because
get
in
to
this there's a
it.
sexy lady named Belinda, and this she's
Yeah.
a Hollywood reporter who seduces Silverblade, and she looks great. Sadly, Belinda, spoiler alert, she ends up dead by the end of issue 3. So,
Oh, yikes.
so I
I guess
guess
they got to
that
get her out of the way for
executioner,
that old
yeah,
old girlfriend to come back.
but the executioner, it reminded me from reading the description, it reminded me of Hellblazer. It was like they were doing some
Oh,
sort of a seance to
uh-oh. They
contact,
raised the demon.
yeah, and that demon like burns down everything in the house there that, and she was there and like she died in a fire. Like her and a bunch of other people died in a fire.
Wow, I wonder if that was like the same thing from Constantine. Like, what if Constantine was there and he's responsible for her death? Why not
I
work these
know.
things into one?
But yeah, so that's Silverblade. That's the basic premise. I would ask if you knew anything, but no one knows anything about Silverblade. I'd
Sure
like to
don't,
add,
no.
no one knows anything about this. So
Never heard of this until now, but yeah, this was a dynamite issue. Boy, I'm very excited to talk about this one.
all right. So why don't you describe the cover for? Real quick, the creators again, Cary Bates. We've talked about him numerous times. He had
Hmm.
709 writing credits at DC, and he did all 12 issues here. Cary Bates, he did the Flash for a very long time, right? I believe so.
That sounds about right. Did he do that Rainbow
Yeah,
Raider one we did?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
And Gene Colan, of course, as Jank mentioned, one of my favorites. He had 240 penciling credits at DC, and he did all 12 issues. Of course, he's most famous. He did Daredevil back in the day, but he's most famous for Tomb of Dracula. That's what everyone thinks of probably when they
Oh,
think.
sure. Yep.
And very atmospheric. He does. Oh, he did that Gem, Somewhat Son of Saturn. We did. Uh,
Oh, yeah. That was also not good.
that's the worst hero ever, Gem, Son of
Yeah.
Saturn.
My dad's a badass. Wah. Someone help me.
Uh, Yeah, it's a big Gene Colan guy. All right, why don't you describe the cover for us, Jank? And this is a Gene Colan cover as well.
Sure. We got the little DC corner box thingy. It's got just the logo and then kind of some stuff next to it, which is covered up by a weird sticker, which is yeah, this
Yeah.
comic book doesn't have a lot of copies out there because this is the best they could get was some like half-price books put a freaking sticker on it like they always do, and they just like to ruin comic books.
Yeah.
Um, but then it's a yellow cover. We got the Silverblade logo kind of across the top on like a reel of film. And it just says Silverblade in big red letters. That's pretty cool.
Uh,
I like that. It's thematic. And then there's a shadow in the background and a mummy head, which I guess is one of his roles there. And we got a big circle in the middle that has Silverblade in his costume leaping around. Um, and he's in LA by a house that kind of looks a lot like Tony Stark's house in Iron Man.
yeah, it's
Uh,
the lady's house, the TV
yep.
news reporter lady, and it's like a UFO shaped, like hanging over a cliff, and it's supported by
Yeah.
little little sticks. It's supporting it.
There was a
Seems
mission in
safe.
Grand Theft Auto 5 that had like this wife was at this tennis instructor's house and like it was on was one of these type of houses where it was leaning over and it had this like the pieces of wood holding it up. So your like mission was to hook your chains to it and then like drive your
Oh
truck
no.
real fast so that you could take the whole thing down.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Uh,
But then down below the circle, we've got our boy. um,
I
I
don't
forget
know
what the
what his
guy's
name
actual
is.
name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of him is called Mr. Weasel.
Yeah. That's the best way to describe him. He just looks like a hillbilly wearing a duck mask, like a Donald Duck mask, and he's got a
Uh,
shotgun. He's firing that off, and we got Belinda there, just kind of crying and pretending she's Jem, son of Saturn, and weeping or something like that.
oh, weeping. But yeah, so the guy's dressed like that hobo with the duck mask because in this book there is Silverblade attends a movie premiere about some new horror movie where a guy dresses like a duck and goes around murdering people. So the
Yeah.
guy in this story wanted to like copycat that to like distract from.
Yeah, so no one would suspect him. They're gonna think it's just somebody, some crazed fan of the movie.
Yeah, but it's an interesting looking cover. It's unique. What do you
Sure.
d yeah, describe Silverblade's costume in more detail. Paint a picture for the listeners.
Okay, so he's got like black, kind of shaggy hair, kind of looks like the Beyonder a little bit, to be honest. He's got like big green cape, kind of like Doctor Strange's cape, where it's all flared up at the top, and it's got like a little yellow circle in the middle, kind of holding it all together. And then he's got bare arms, but very much like you said, a Robin costume, where it's kind of it's a red shirt that's kind of got a deep, deep V going all the way down, and then it's got like yellow, strings going across, in a crisscross
Laces.
pattern.
Yellow laces, we like
Yeah.
to say.
Yep. That's right. And he got big yellow gloves, and he's got a fencing sword in his hand. Then he's got like a big old yellow WWE style belt, and then we got like some lime green pants. Like he's got the cape was like a dark green, but the pants are like a lime green. He's got a lot of different colors going on. Probably too much. And he's got
Yeah,
some yellow boots.
they look like they're chainmail or something. The way they're painted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Kind of like Aquaman's pants, but
yes,
more
that's what I was saying.
lime.
And then the yellow, like you mentioned, the yellow boots. So he's kind of like a walking advertisement for Sprite.
Lemon and
7 Up.
lime.
Yes. There it is. Old Silverblade. You think if his name's Silverblade, maybe put some silver in that costume.
Well, the blade is silver, and so he's
Yeah, that
living
is
up to his
true.
name.
Mm.
But I don't know whose blade isn't silver, to be honest. You never see like old brown blade over there.
So we open it up, and I loved how they did this. They say from American Cinema Monthly, September 1987, Volume 3, Number 8. And they have like an old, looks like I mean, it's a drawing, but it's of a photograph. And
Yeah.
the whole page is printed out like it's a clip from a magazine. And the photo says the three musketeers, Jonathan Lord, Errol Flynn, and Tyrone Power, host one another at Shangri-La Party, Los Angeles, California, 1949. So we see our buddy Jonathan Lord there, and yeah, he's hanging out with these two other movie stars and they're living it up because they were all pals, you know. And
Yep.
so then we get a article called "Jonathan Lord: The Forgotten Idol," and it's just a straight up magazine article, like something you'd read in Vanity Fair or something. And they have like
Yep.
quotes from like uh, body doctor, like David Niven has a quote here: "You could always depend on Errol. He always let you down." And then Billy Wilder says Ty wanted to be an actor but ended up a star. And then someone named Brian Vane says I think he was one of his directors or a co-star because I think he comes in
Oh,
like in
they're
issues
setting
four
the
or five.
seeds. I like that.
Yeah. And I guess they do a parody of like not so much a parody, maybe the old Batman TV show or even George Reeves in the old Superman because like they're one of the actors died under suspicious circumstances. But there's like a
Uh-oh.
superhero show and the actor, and so that all comes in later. All right. But anyway, he
Nice.
says when the rest of this town was telling him he was past his prime, John was just getting started. So yeah, there's an article, but it fills you in on the backstory of his acting career and how he's a big star and everything. And there's 2 pages
Yep.
of it, and I loved it. I think this was a great way to provide you with the backstory and everything. Um,
Sure. I just kind of skimmed this, to
Probably,
be honest. There's a
yeah, I
lot
was
of
gonna say
reading. I
you
was
do.
like,
Jake's not a reader of the words. It's not,
I like when there's pictures along with them.
but I loved it. I thought it was a very clever way to provide all the backstory you need for the character. All right,
Yeah, I
so
mean,
now
I
we get to
would
the.
have probably put this in the first issue rather than the second issue, but
I think they were doing this in all the issues. Like they'd always have. So this
oh,
probably was something
continuing
similar in the
story.
first. It's kind of like, remember how Watchmen would put the stuff
Yes, I was
in,
just thinking
like,
of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of like
Yep.
doing the same thing. All right, so now we open up to the issue proper, and we get a panel here at the top where they're the movie premiere for Quack Killers. Quack Killers. This is obviously going to be a big hit. The name like Quack Killers.
It's no Terrifier, but I'd still see it.
And we see our girl Belinda. She's standing out front, interviewing celebrities as they come out, walking up, and we see a couple walking towards them. And she's calling out, Bo, John. All right. So do you know who that is, Jank? Bo and John, who they're referencing
Yeah,
here?
the Duke brothers.
No, no. That's Bo and Luke. Bo and Luke.
Oh,
Bo and John. This is Bo
so
and John
close.
Derek. They're making a reference to Bo Derek and her
Oh,
husband John Derek, the director. All right, so yeah, she's trying to get a question with them. They just blow right past her. They won't talk to her. And but so she's looking out, and then she's waiting for someone else to show up. And we see a limousine pull up, and a yellow boot starts coming out of the limousine. And she's like, oh my, her breath's taken away when she sees the son of Silverblade. And we get a
yeah.
big splash page of him in his full Silverblade costume kissing her hand and saying how what a pleasure it is to meet her and all that kind of stuff. And you can
Yep.
tell she's swooning a little bit. But
He's doing what all immortal people do and pretending to be his own son, who just
yes,
happens to look exactly like him.
yes, that was also mentioned in that article at the beginning, is that suddenly his son appears out of nowhere. So people
Yeah.
are wondering how who was this the son? Who's the mother of this child? Where was this child all these years? Why was he kept a secret? And so that it's like all the buzz in Hollywood is like this legendary actor's unknown son is suddenly appearing, and he's walking around in
And he
public
walked,
dressed as
yes,
Silverblade.
with a fencing sword everywhere he goes. It's like
Yes.
maybe that's why they kept this guy a secret. He's a
Yeah.
little all oatmeal north of the eyebrows.
Starting to make a lot more sense now that they
Yep.
kept old Johnny Silverblade hidden in a closet somewhere
He
until
kept whipping out his silver blade at the inopportune moment. Come
he was at home polishing his
on, Johnny.
Silverblade
Yeah.
for 40 years. Yeah, we're going to have there's going to be real competition now for best quote when we get to the Golden Flea Awards, because it looked like it was wrapped up in Black
Uh,
Knight going home to polish
yeah.
his ebony blade. But there's a big contender in this issue. We'll get to it here in
Uh,
a bit. But man, what a fight that's going to be for the prestigious Golden Flea Award. All right, so Silverblade, he makes time there with the lady, but then he walks in to go watch this movie premiere. And she says, "But who is this young man with the uncanny resemblance to the legendary swashbuckler in his prime? We will let you know, and that's a promise. This is Belinda Price signing off for Entertainment Beat." Now we cut into the movie theater and they're watching the film. Why don't you describe? Because this seems right out of Terrifier. Jank loves Terrifier. And oh my God, is that
I
movie
sure
terrible?
do.
But
It's great.
so why don't you describe the horror film here for us?
So there's a woman talking on the phone. She's like, "Oh, Chrissy, don't be a goose. Just promise me you'll lock all your doors and windows as soon as you get off the phone." And she's just like, "No, I'm not being paranoid because of the newspapers. My Dwayne is a policeman, and if he says that madman might be somewhere in your neighborhood, Chrissy, hold on, I think I heard someone." And blam! She just gets shot right in the chest a bunch of times.
Yeah, like the way I'm not a huge fan of the way Colan draws the blood like shotgun stuff because he does it twice.
Yeah,
This way. It looks like she's wearing just like
like a fur
yeah, like a nightie or
around the
something like with
top. Yeah,
frill on the top.
fur at the top. Yeah, it's
Doesn't
very
really look
solid.
yeah, it
It's
doesn't really
not a
look like
spray of
blood or
blood.
anything. Yeah. So but
Then we see
Silverblade's
the
in the
killer, and
yeah,
it's a guy in a duck mask and a hillbilly outfit.
with a double-barreled shotgun. And
Jonathan Lord's like you. He's like, I don't like this.
Yeah, he's
Why
he's
does it
sitting in
have to
there
be
'cause
so gory?
he likes old time movies like myself, 30s and 40s. Where's Humphrey Bogart, Edward G. Robinson? But he's
Why
sitting,
isn't Humphrey Bogart getting his head cut off?
yeah, so he's sitting in the theater and he's just, it's just garbage. Why am I? And he blames his buddy, was it Bobby Milestone that set up this movie premiere for him, right? Like
Yeah, I think so.
like he's
This
trying to get
Bobby
back on the
Milestone, I
Hollywood
feel
scene.
bad for him. Like everything he
Yeah.
does, Jonathan Lord hates. Get this stupid tree out of here. Don't take me to these stupid movies.
So yeah, but Silverblade, he just gets up, and he walks out of the theater. Someone's yelling, "Hey, you in the damn cape down in front!" He just storms out of the theater, and now he's walking down the street and by some an X-rated theater. So there's a theater across the street, and there's an X-rated theater right here. Like, so you have both
Yep.
worlds, best of both worlds. Go either one.
Yeah, one gets boring, you switch over to the next one.
So there are
I'm
some
tired
tough
of look who's
guys.
talking. Now I want to see look who's fucking.
There's some, there's some tough guys sitting on a bench here, and they start, mocking Silverblade because he's wearing a cape. He's like, "Hey, that's a nice cape. I want that cape, buddy."
As you would, of course.
And Belinda Price is also leaving the theater, and she's asking for her car, I guess. And she notices that these two guys are going to attack Silverblade, and she's like, "Oh
Yeah.
God!" So she runs and gets a cop,
Who's
and
writing a
because they
ticket?
take yeah, because they take Silverblade by knife point into an alley, and they're
Yep.
like, what does he say? Sucker like him must be carrying a big wad. Hand over your bread or you're dead, you dig?
Where is he carrying it? He's wearing chainmail pants. Probably don't have pockets.
But he's like, dead, dead. I doubt either of you have ever seen the dead. And then he turns into a
Oh,
mummy.
yeah.
That's pretty crazy. So, what do the goons do then, Jake?
Well, he's like, I ain't scared of no mummy. I'm gonna stab him in the gut. And there's just a bunch of dust comes out. It's like
Yeah.
dust. He's bleeding dust.
Uh,
And one
like,
of them takes his chain. He's swinging around a big old chain, and he like smacks the mummy in the arm with it, and his arm just falls off. So
yeah,
he's pretty lucky that like when he turned back into a person, like he didn't just was missing an arm.
but like all this
But then
dust
more
pours
dust
out of
comes
him.
out. Yep.
Yeah. And they're coughing on the dust and like, oh my God, the stink. This
Oh
guy
yeah, there's another
stinks.
form we forgot about because then he turns into a boxer.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a big like a Rocky kind of guy. And he's
Yeah.
like, stink me, I don't smell nothing. Before you go out again and tell me something. What round is this? And the guy's like, oh geez, he ain't no dummy any he ain't no mummy anymore. Whatever he is ain't human, that's for damn sure. I'm out of here. But before they can run, the boxer just clubs him with the right hand, knocks him out, sends him flying out of the alley. And he goes into like a parking meter. And then he's just hammering the other dude, thud, 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 beating the hell out of him.
Hitting him like he's a speed
And
bag.
yeah. So then he collapses and falls out of the alley. And so the cop and Belinda, they make it up there. And the cop's like, I can have these two perps cuffed and booked, mister. All you got to do is come downtown and press charges. And he's like, yeah, that won't be necessary, Sergeant. And he's like, suit yourself, Mac. But I like, if you notice Silverblade there, he is rubbing his arm, like his left arm, like
Yeah.
a hot off on the shin. So when he's back to the Silverblade, he is like at least favoring the arm a little bit.
Yeah, I guess there's some consequence, but not really. At least it's on it's attached, I guess.
So then Belinda goes up and she's talking to Mr. Lord there. And he's like, yes, I'm Jonathan Lord Jr. She's like, oh, then I was right. Yes, you were right. And then we see some guy, some random dude in the crowd, and he's like, not tonight, Belinda, not with him. He's thinking this.
Hmm.
And then we cut back to Jonathan Lord, and he's making the moves on Belinda there. And she's using words like, you won't be teed off if I break the story. And he says, teed off? And she's
What
like,
is this
upset.
hip new slang you kids are using?
Yes. It's like he's an alien because he's so old. And and he's like, how could I be angry with a journalist for merely doing her job, especially such a ravishing journalist? So he
Such a
offers her
gentleman. Gallantry must run in the family, Mr. Lord.
so he offers her a ride home, and Bobby Milestone shows up with the limo, and we're gonna drive Belinda home. Oh, and they start making out in the back seat.
Yeah.
Man,
Bobby
uh,
Milestone can just watch through the window or the rearview mirror.
Silverblade doesn't waste any time. And so the guy we saw in the crowd, now he's in a car and he's got binoculars.
Yep.
And would you like to, because now we switch into his point of view. So we get narration from this guy. Would you like to read
Hmm.
the narration?
Well, let's see. He does a lot of talking about the Weasel, so I got to try to do this as Pauly Shore, I feel like.
Wow, okay.
I see her at it again, Belinda. The past few days you've been in more laps than a napkin. But why should this week be any different? Chase makes weight, right, Belinda? Right, buddy? Which come on did you use with him, I wonder? Surely not the same lines you used on me. You didn't have to be at your best with me. I wasn't rich or famous, was I? No, I was just how did you put it? A convenient piece of meat. Always the romantic, weren't you, buddy?
Pretty good, buddy. And when he's driving, he's tailing them in his green car, and he's got also a duck mask on his seat next to him. And
Hmm.
so yeah, this guy's a weirdo, and he's stalking Belinda. And when they get to Belinda's house, they just tell Bobby he Lord's like, "Hey, Bobby Milestone, hit the bricks, pick me up tomorrow morning, all right?" Like, I got something good going here. So he goes in with Belinda, and now we cut to Belinda's point of view and her narration, and
Yeah.
they're in her UFO house perched over the side of the cliff, and they're just talking about it, and again, Silverblade talks like an old man from the 1930s and 40s. He's like, "A most
Yeah.
singular abode you have here, Belinda. The architecture must provoke quite a range of comments."
How has she not kicked this guy out already?
Well, he is pretty jacked, and he's wearing a cape.
That's true, I guess.
So, so he's like, "The view from up here is nothing less than magnificent." And but in her narration, she's talking like uh,
Oh
it's
yeah.
long, but
Yeah,
she's
basically her
basically
mom used to love Jonathan Lord back in the day.
yeah.
So she always had posters of his movies up and stuff. And I think she's implying that her mom used to rub one out to those posters all on the regular.
Well, she
And
probably
she
says it
was
classier. That wasn't a very classy
yeah.
way of expressing that. But yeah, yeah.
But yeah, she's like, "Oh
Yes,
man," and I'm starting to see what you're talking about. Like this young Jonathan Lord Jr., he's got it going on.
yeah. 'Cause she says Jonathan Lord in his prime, smiling back at us at every morning at the breakfast table. Um, so then she walks out in her lingerie or a fancy nightie there, and
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you can't say she
well,
looks good here.
yeah, because she's like in shadow there. But yeah, the next
Yeah.
one I think she looks good. She's leaning forward, and she just gets very aggressive with him and like basically throws him down on the bed and has her way with him. And
Yeah.
normally that would be awesome, but not for this guy.
He's
How does he react to this,
150
Jennifer?
years old. Let's see. I don't think, do we see it yet?
Oh, well,
Because if
the
we
next
cut away
page.
to Milestone.
Oh, okay. So they cut the milestone first. My
Yeah.
issue shut down on me quickly. All right. So yeah, we're back. So Milestone's back at the house, Shangri-La, and he's like dusting everything, and he's talking to the bird. And the
The bird's like,
the
this is his first overnight
yeah
tryst in how many years?
yeah. Apparently the bird's been keeping track of his Jonathan Lord's sex life
Yeah. I thought you
for
were here to fight some great, evil. Why do you care about his sex life?
I keep running tally. It's been a while since this guy's.
He's
Have
real
some
backed
fun.
up.
These pipes are clean. Like, oh, Cabin Boy reference for you. But so Milestone's like, what are you doing? Keeping track of how many ladies? What he's like, oh, are all supernatural talking birds this well acquainted with the private sex lives of their owners? Or are you just a little more kinky than most? This is quite the book. And and the bird explains, I just keep track of everything, all right? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
Nothing's private from me. Even
Don't
what you were
judge.
doing earlier, Milestone.
Don't
Mhm.
judge. So, but Milestone gets into it with the bird, and they have a little argument. And
Yeah, the
um,
bird just kind of flies away. He's like, screw you.
oh, the one thing I forgot to mention about the first issue is Bobby Milestone was kidnapped. Then, after he left, they had their
Hmm.
argument with Jonathan Lord. He was kidnapped by an old movie actor who blamed Bobby Milestone for an accident that happened on the set and like ruined his career or something.
Oh,
So he was going to murder Bobby Milestone, and then Silverblade came and saved him. And
nice.
so that's how they got back to be pals again.
Until this issue where he made him angry again by getting him tickets to this movie.
But yeah, so the bird just kind of like vanishes and disappears, flies off into the
Yep.
sky, all magically and whatnot. And now we cut back to Belinda and Silverblade. And now, how did Silverblade react to Belinda seducing him?
Well, he's not the biggest of fans. Um, it's like special doesn't even begin to do it justice, my dear. Extraordinary is how I would describe last night. No, what I was referring to a moment ago was your rather aggressive approach to lovemaking.
Oh, really?
Where I was brought up, it is the man who customarily takes the initiative with a young lady in the boudoir. You are a beautiful, sensual woman, Belinda. I find it hard to believe you have so little confidence in your own allures. It really isn't necessary for you to throw yourself at a man, you know.
She's like, how can the grown son of a Hollywood legend be so naive? Where has Lord been keeping you all these years? Don't you have any clue what it's
In a
like for a
basement?
woman in this business? Yeah, a woman has to try twice as hard to get half as far in this town. She's like, I didn't become the success I am today waiting for men to make the first move in the office or the bedroom. What went on in here last night should not have threatened your masculinity. And if it did, maybe you should tell a shrink you inherited this hang up from your father against treating a woman as an equal. You know what they say, like senior, like junior.
No one's ever said
Yeah, I've never
that.
heard that before in my life. And then he storms off thinking to himself, women, the creatures are just as impossible to deal with now as they were a half century ago. So he walks all the way home. And when
I'm
he
gonna
comes
go
in, he's
do it
like,
with Milestone.
he comes in, he's
So
yelling,
much easier.
Milestone. And he slams the door shut. And he's like, oh no, I guess it didn't go out too well last night. But yeah, he's throwing all the Maltese Falcons down
Yeah.
from the tree because he wants to talk to the magic one. He's like, none of these are the magic bird. Where's the magic bird? And
What if one of them was the magic bird and you
yeah,
just killed it?
so he turns into this gargoyle form too. He's all upset
Yeah.
and angry. I don't know what's going on with his right hand though. And the next panel, the big panel of him is the gargoyle. Like, do you
Hmm.
see like what's going on with his right hand?
Yeah. Good God.
I
It's like
I don't
bent
know.
backwards.
I don't know what
Yeah.
happened there. Is that to show like he's made
Uh,
transformation back to Silverblade, maybe, but it doesn't really work as well. But
no. And you're saying that
uh,
Silverblade would turn into this gargoyle at night?
yes, in the movie,
Why does he have a
the
different outfit though? Like, wouldn't he be a
well, it's
gargoyle in the
super
same
enchanted.
clothes? Yeah.
It's a super enchantment. It also changes your
Oh.
clothes. So yeah,
Well, those kind of
but
enchantments. Okay.
we should also point out Bobby Millstone wears a yellow vest and a red bow tie because he's
Yeah.
also a stylish dresser. Um,
It's like Foggy Nelson, but if he like
yes,
raided Jimmy Olsen's wardrobe.
yes, very much Foggy Nelson, Jimmy Olsen combo here. But yeah, so his gargoyle guy, he's all upset and he's like, I want answers from that magic bird. Where's that damn bird? And Milestone says, I kind of had a little fight with him and he left. He's like, oh man.
Milestone, this is strike three for you, buddy. Like, you better watch yourself. I'm gonna throw you at the fireplace next.
So he turns back into Silverblade and he's like, it's not just about last night or even being young again. I still have so many questions, Milestone. Things I must know before this bizarre power the Falcon has granted me. You cannot imagine what it's like for me to be able to virtually transform into any character, any monster I ever portrayed on film. You cannot imagine it, old friend, and I fear I cannot cope with it. Not without some answers from the Falcon. Uh,
Yeah.
there you go. He's got to figure it out. But then he gets he gets a phone call, and it's our girl Belinda. She's calling him
Hmm.
up, and
Yeah, this was weird because like she was calling to apologize, but there's a guy holding a gun right behind her. So I was like, oh, is he putting her up to this? Like he's making her call, but
no,
no, she doesn't know he's there yet.
yeah, he's stating because when we were watching the movie in the theater, when the girl was on the phone talking to somebody, if you look in the background, there's a shadow of the guy with the shotgun behind her, so it's very kind of recreating that scene in the movie.
Hmm.
Um, but he doesn't shoot her; he just breaks the phone line, and
Yeah, that old
Silverblade,
chestnut.
he's like, Belinda, Belinda, click, click, click. So he just
He's got the
immediate,
old timey phone and
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Uh...
it's, he operates with a crank. Yes.
Clara,
Uh,
get me number 572.
so now we cut back to the UFO house with Belinda. And yeah, there's a guy in the duck mask, dressed like a hobo with a double-barreled shotgun. And why don't you fill us in on the backstory here, Jack?
Oh boy, this was great. This is where the comic really takes off.
Uh,
So he was apparently a grip on the set. He was part of the crew on the set of her show, and he was like, they told me not to talk to you because you know you're a big muckety muck, and she doesn't like being talked to. So don't talk to her. Don't even look her in the eyes. And I just went about my business. I was working. I was doing real good, but you didn't waste any time letting me know what you wanted. And when I told you I wasn't interested, you didn't bat a lash. So I prayed that would be the end of it.
why
And
wasn't this guy interested?
yeah, I
What's
don't
going
know.
on?
But then earlier you were saying like, oh, it's just a piece of meat to you. Like it sounds like he did it
Yeah,
with her. So I don't know what's going on here. Is he
yeah.
that
At first,
crazy that he's lost track of what actually happened?
yeah, like you said at the beginning, I thought that yeah, she did like seduce him and toss him aside. But here it seems like
Yeah.
he rejected her.
Yep.
So
And she got mad and got him fired.
yeah, I don't know.
Um,
Seems weird.
you see, Belinda, you weren't the first important lady who tried to make me introduce her to Mr. Weasel.
That's right. There it is, Mr. Weasel. This guy, he refers
Yep.
to his penis as Mr. Weasel. And apparently his
That's
whole
so
life,
good.
he's got women after him who want him to introduce them to Mr. Weasel.
Yeah. Happened once before that day. Miss Tarter kept me after school in the eighth grade. She was going to flunk me if I didn't promise to make Mr. Weasel come out and play at her place.
All right, let's just take a moment to appreciate how spectacular this is. Oh my God, this is amazing.
uh,
1987. If you're a kid, you just pick this up at the store. You don't know what it is.
yep.
Silverblade. All right, I'll pick this up. And it's all about a guy. It's Mr. Weasel. Do you think there's a chance that it's somewhere in the world someone read Silverblade and they asked their mom, what is Mr. Weasel?
I need some context, honey. Let me see. Oh God, you're never going to the comic book store again.
Oh my God. This is unbelievable. Cary Bates, you are a genius.
He is a real genius. I gotta assume Pauly Shore was a big
It's
fan of this. Like that's where he got his whole career, was this comic book.
it's a rare instance where terrible writing reaches the level of genius, and this
Yep.
is where it happens. So,
Yeah. Oh boy. So yeah, he killed
yeah.
his eighth grade teacher there with a fire extinguisher after that. 'Cause he didn't want Mr. Weasel to go play at her place. So then they put him in the mental hospital, but he eventually got
I,
out, got a job on this TV set. Thought his life was turned around, but
So
Then
I'm
Belinda
guessing
had to
this guy's
go.
never let Mr. Weasel out to play. Maybe that's why he's got the
Yeah.
problems he's had. Maybe relax a little. Let Mr. Weasel have some fun. You know,
Instead of firing that shotgun, you need to fire a different kind of load.
so this guy, yeah, Mr. Weasel. So yeah, he went to a mental asylum then for all these years,
Yep.
and then he got a job working in Hollywood after the mental asylum, I guess.
That's probably where Hollywood gets most of their people, honestly.
That's seen as a plus on your resume. Oh, you're in a mental asylum?
Yep.
You can work. You can work here. Don't worry.
Come on
Uh,
in, Brett Ratner.
so yeah, so he's still like about to kill her, and she's like, "Hey, oh, his name's Everett." She's like, "Hey, Everett, let me make it up to you. You can come have the job back and more. I want to help. I really do." So, like, how much of this can we trust his narration on this? Do you think she really did try to seduce him and then fire him, or he's just so crazy that he
Yeah, that he's
imagined all
changed the
this?
story.
Yeah.
I don't know, because there are definitely two conflicting stories there. So that would suggest one of them is a lie, but is it conscious or just his brain is so messed up? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Because
But I
it
want
doesn't.
more issues to delve into this. I want the rest of the series
Because
to be this. Screw the executioner and all that. Just more Mr. Weasel every issue.
because this Belinda is a smoking hot lady who hosts an entertainment show. That house in that she has, she said, is $2.4 million. She's a very rich lady, wealthy, successful lady. I doubt
Yeah.
she needs to chase unknown stagehands
Yeah.
on, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure she's running around with movie stars and celebrities and stuff. I don't think she's going after
She's
Everett
that
the
desperate
Grip.
for, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it now. Seems like she's got better things to do.
So I'm gonna vote for like he's just imagining all this.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, maybe they did sleep together though. Like maybe that's the version that's accurate, where she did sleep with him one
uh,
time and then he got obsessed afterwards.
but I don't know. I don't know. Did she recognize him when he came in? When he comes in, does she call him Everett? Oh wait, she does say, "I know that voice."
Uh, yep.
So yeah. So then she does call because she calls him Everett. Then later, after he tells her the story, so she does put all the pieces together. So she
That's
does know
true.
who
So
he
yeah, it must
is.
be.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, she's
Hmm.
saying she'll get him his job back, so she sounds like she knows that she did get this guy fired.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like make Belinda out to be a better person than she is, I guess.
Yeah.
She was guilty here. Oh, well, yeah. So he's got the guns on her, the old double barrel shotgun on her, and he's like, "But if I'm so insane, then how come I'm smart enough to be dressed like this?" When the cops find the duck mask laying next to your shotgun blasted body, they'll think they're dealing with a nut and committed a copycat murder straight out of the Quack Killers movie.
Yeah.
But
Except, I
then,
mean, well, I guess he's lucky that there's no DNA testing yet
yeah.
because they're gonna definitely get his DNA off that duck mask.
So, but she's like looking over his shoulder, and we see a shadow coming over both of them. She's like, "Oh," and he's like, "What?" And then outside the window, the big gargoyles flying towards the window, and he just blasts it with his shotgun, and he's like, "What in the name of blam?" And he's like, "Whatever the hell that was, I just splattered it all over the Hollywood Hills." But then, boom, now swinging through the window is the Silverblade. And he's like, "Ah, but haven't you heard? The hills are alive, and so is Silverblade." And he kicks him right in the face. And,
Belinda's just like, boo, stop it with the 30-year-old references.
but she's like, "Oh, Jonathan." And she runs and hugs him. She's like, "I don't know how you got here so fast." And the guy's reaching for the shotgun. And she's like, "Oh, but thank God you did. You were all right." And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll be fine now that you're here. Just hold me, Jonathan. Hold me close." But
Yeah, all their problems are solved. Until next issue when she dies in a fire.
but then the Everett fella, he's like, "You never quit, do you, Belinda?" But I guess it makes sense for them to find your bullet-riddled body in the arms of a man. You live like a slut. You'll die like one. Mo Mommy,
That's
what's the
another one.
slut?
Yeah. Mommy, I want to be a slut when I grow up. Oh boy, we're taking this away from you.
So Silverblade's like, no one need die here, friend, including you. Put down the shotgun. And he just says, goodbye, Belinda. Blam. But yeah, here's
Yeah.
where he turns into like a Roman centurion with a big shield. And the buckshot hits the shield. And I'll be honest, it was just kind of tough to tell what was going on. And
Yeah.
it
Because now the guy is wearing the big furry boa around his waist.
yeah, all the buckshot like cuts him in half, kind of. Like he's like,
Yeah.
and he goes flying through the broken window and out over the Hollywood Hills, and we're getting these big red letters over the panel saying, "Is it you? Are you the threat? No, not you." So I guess that's the bird talking. Like he
I
thought
would
maybe
think
that,
so. But I mean, he
yeah.
doesn't, he seems like he knows who the threat is. Like he's been doing this a long time, right? He was just looking for
Uh,
somebody to
I
fight this guy.
guess. Yeah, but maybe like he couldn't tell if the executioner guy like possessed this guy or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Like that's all I'm thinking. But I guess it becomes clearer as you go. But so yeah, that guy falls to his death, and Silverblade's like a sorry way to go. He seemed to know you. And Belinda says he was a grip at the studio. My producer fired him a couple of weeks ago for harassing me on the set. Now, so
There
is
we go.
she lying about that to cover up for the fact that
Yeah.
she was harassing him? There's so many questions here.
There
I'm
really
gonna
is.
believe my girl Belinda. I think she's because clearly the other guy's just crazy.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna believe her that he was harassing her. He got fired, and in his mind, he wanted to take Mr. Weasel out and play. And yeah,
It
so
seems
I
like he
don't know.
didn't want to take Mr. Weasel out to play.
And she says, "You
Mr.
saw that
Weasel is a
mask.
homebody.
He was obviously a lot farther gone than any of us thought." But this could also make Belinda a very interesting character if she's lying about all this,
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
actually
Maybe
was
that's
the
the
one
big
sitting through.
reveal in the next issue, and then they're like,
Yeah, I don't
"Oh
know.
well, she died in a
Yeah,
fire. Who cares?"
yeah. So it's really up to interpretation what the real story here is. Um,
Yeah. Is that insanely good writing or very bad writing? I don't know.
but this is the guy who brought us Mr. Weasel, so I'm going to say insanely good writing.
Yeah.
Uh, when she's like, "But Jonathan, did I have a hallucination or what? Right before my eyes, you changed. You transformed into a knight in shining armor." And he says, "It seemed like a good idea at the time." Oh, so he's just saying, but do me a favor,
Yeah,
Belinda.
he's just like, oh yeah, don't ask any questions for now.
Yeah, for now
She's
anyway,
like,
let's
all
just
right, even though I'm a reporter and that's all I do is ever ask questions, I'll let this go because I want some more of that D.
he's like, let's just say rescuing beautiful damsels in distress runs in the family. And she's like, all right, no more questions for now. Uh, tonight was uncanny. Tonight was just like my mother's favorite dream. In the dream, mom would always end up in some kind of danger. And then right out of the Silverblade, Jonathan Lord would always show up just in time to sweep her off her feet. That's what I want you to do to me tonight, baby. Sweep me off my feet. And he says, your wish is my command, darling. Yeah, we should also mention earlier when she was narrating that passage about how her mom loved the Silverblade, when she throws him down and seduces him, like the last thing she says is something like, look at me now, mom. She's giving it to
Yeah.
the Silverblade.
I don't think your mom wants to see that. That's just me.
So now there's like a crack and there's a big the birds coming back and he's like, not yet, but soon. Enjoy yourself tonight, Silverblade. Once the threat arrives, the war begins. And the Falcon's like perched
Ooh.
on top of her house, and there's lightning going everywhere and everything. So
He's got to watch.
yeah,
Otherwise, how will he keep track of
yeah.
Jonathan Lord's sex life?
It's the jot this down. 2 nights in a row. He's on a roll. This yeah.
He's gonna run out of chi. Women weaken legs. Don't you know anything,
Yes.
Silverblade?
So there is issue one or issue two of Silverblade, but the first issue we've ever read of Silverblade.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's
And
going to
clearly
be
the
my
best one to
last.
pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be my last. I might
Yeah.
read some more Silverblade here.
I don't blame you. This I think I'm gonna end up giving this a 10, to be honest. Like, it's hard to do much better than this.
Uh, Going back to Belinda, like the when she's seducing him, her last thought is, "Oh, mama, if you could only see me now." She says, "Yeah, this
Everything
is
about this
pretty
was
great."
ridiculous, and I loved it.
Yeah, I don't, I don't know if I can go 10, but it's awesome. It's awesome, and
It was very entertaining. All the Mr. Weasel stuff was great. Just Jonathan Lord being an old ass man and wearing
yeah,
his
that is.
ridiculous outfit out in public, not finding he must have had a role where he just dressed normal, even as
Or he could have
civilian.
just had normal clothing in his closet that he had to wear every day as a normal human
Yeah,
before he had this.
yeah,
He could have just worn some of
yeah.
those. But I but yeah, Cary Bates does a lot of good stuff here. Like the fact like a lesser writer wouldn't have he would have totally missed the aspect of him still being an old man in his mind. And like he may
Yeah.
not have leaned into that as hard as Cary does here. So it's really good that is like a man out of time. Even though he's got the young hip body, he's still an old curmudgeon in spirit. Um,
Yep. And just
so
the
that
Maltese bird, the falcon just coming around and being like, "Hey, here, I'll give you powers." Like, just so stupid. I loved it.
but that really is such a great concept. An actor who can turn into any part he played, and he's an old actor, so now he
Yeah.
gets to recapture his youth and live life again. And
It was either going to go to him or Curtis Armstrong, so he could be Booger and try
I
to
was gonna
take on the
say
evil.
I have no idea who Curtis Armstrong is, but now I
He could either
remember.
be
Now I
Booger
remember.
or Tom Cruise's friend in Risky Business, or
He's also in One Crazy Summer with John Cusack, I believe. He played a
yeah,
similar
yeah.
part in there. And, yeah.
So many
But
different roles he could have been.
anyway, um, yeah, like I said last week, like if you could be an actor who could relive, like I immediately thought of Gary Coleman, all the great parts that Gary Coleman played.
No.
And I was
Unless you're in
just,
a foot chase, I don't see any reason to ever be Gary Coleman.
he always, he was always a child. He wanted to be adopted by Robert Guillaume.
Yeah.
That
That
was,
probably wouldn't come in handy. I guess he was the devil in Dirty Work. That's
uh,
something.
but yeah, there's so many like, but this guy here, he's got the range. Like Paul Newman was in a lot of great characters, but they're always Paul Newman.
Sure.
Like he was never
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
mummy, or he was never Satan or a, yeah.
yeah.
He was a boxer one time though. Yeah.
That's true.
But
I mean,
yeah,
Tom
any other
Cruise would be
actors?
pretty good. He's done just about every job. Plus, he's, the Mission Impossible guy. He
But
can do
no matter
anything,
what role
basically.
he's in, he's still always 5'6" or whatever. And so
Yeah, 5'3".
and a Scientologist. So it's not.
I don't know if that's in the role.
It's always in his roles. And there's always a subtext of Scientology in every part he plays. But
I would just constantly
who
be the eyes wide shut guy.
about Clint Eastwood? He had a lot of
um,
great stuff.
yeah. I mean, Chris
But he
Evans, you could be the Human Torch and Miss
oh,
or Captain
Captain
America.
America. Okay, now we're talking. That's a good one. Because all
Yeah.
these other guys, even though they're great actors and great parts, they're still just dudes in all these parts.
Hmm.
Yeah, we need someone who's more than just a dude in a part. Like, yeah, Human Torch, Captain America. Um, was there a
Guy in
guy
not
who
another teen movie who wears the whipped cream bikini.
please no more references to that. But who else played like monster or like Thomas Hardy, right? Like he's done a lot of weird
Oh
movies, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Venom and Bane and uh
Wasn't he like a Frankenstein or something, or some sort of a monster as well at some point? Or am I thinking of someone else?
sounds like he would be. He was like some kind of fur trapper, some
Fur
old,
trapper. That's
yeah, like frontier fur trapper guy.
he was a killer, right? Too,
Oh,
wasn't he a murderer?
yeah.
Yeah.
It could be the guy from Locke who just drives in a car for like 90 minutes. That would be great. I actually love that movie.
I
But
never saw that. I don't know. Oh, how about Don Knotts, like the Incredible Mr. Limpet, where he's the fish,
yeah.
and he was also the love god, and he had all this kind of. Oh, that'd be, yeah, Don Knotts is a good one.
Angela Lansbury, you could be the bed knobs and broomsticks. You get some magic. You could be a teacup from Beauty and the Beast. You could be Murder She Wrote.
Uh, so there you go. You can play along at home and come up with your own answer. Hey, maybe in the comments below this video, put
Ooh.
what
I'm...
actor you would like to be. You can play all the
By the way,
parts.
have we gotten a bunch of comments these last
No, we
couple
haven't
of
gotten
weeks?
any
Or...
comments. Not
Oh
a
no.
single damn comment. Let's get some engagement, people. Come on. So tell us the actor you'd
If you
like to
want to
be.
see Mr. Weasel, you
Yes.
gotta
If,
engage.
if we get to 600 subscribers, Mr. Weasel will come up. Let's go. Right. So, are you going 10 out? The concept of this is a 10 out of 10, no doubt. It's a 10 out.
Yeah.
This
I
is
mean,
amazing.
the execution of this issue at least was a 10 out of 10 for me. I don't know about the rest of the series, but
uh, it was pretty great. I wish Gene Colan would have done something different in terms of people getting shot. I did not like that.
yes. I did not like the art overall in this, but the ridiculousness of the concept really kept it at a 10 for me, no matter
And
how much
I
the art
can't
suffered sometimes.
I can't get around the right hand on that gargoyle too. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know. That really bothered me.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll go 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. But
Okay.
it's still
Still very enjoyable, yeah.
yes. Highly recommend Silverblade.
One
You
of the
watch,
more fun things we've done.
apparently DC Comics has never collected this in a trade paperback. That seems like a missed opportunity to me. They need
Yeah.
to get
We
this
gotta
in
write
a
some
trade.
letters. Everyone out there, write to your congressman. Make DC publish Silverblade again.
But the good news is if you go to your comic book store, I don't know if they'll have it in the back issues, but if they do, it's probably gonna be really cheap. So you could
Yes.
probably get all 12
Like
issues for
10
like
cents
12
each.
bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go find Silverblade. You can thank us later. All right,
hmm
so that's Silverblade. What do you got for us next week, Jank?
Well, next episode that we do will be my last episode before Christmas. So in
Cool.
tradition, I've got to pick a Christmas issue. This was started by our buddy Mike L when he was on the show, always picking those DC, superhero
Christmas with the
specials.
superheroes.
Yep.
Oh, are they dreadful? Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't sound great. But so usually I do a lot of research and like, oh, what am I gonna pick this year? What
Oh,
Christmas
yeah,
issues are out there?
let's think back over the past because you picked like the
Yeah.
Elvira one, right? The
Yep, we
Elvira,
did the Elvira one. We did that
her roasted
Batman Brave and the
chestnuts,
Bold
her roasted
with
chestnuts, Elvira's
yep.
roasted, and then
That pinup
uh,
was great.
you also did Alf, the Christmas
Yeah,
Alf.
last year I think it was the Elf Christmas special, which we had high hopes for, but
It
maybe
was
didn't
not
quite
so good.
deliver. Yeah.
All right,
Some of
so
the stories weren't even about Christmas, but this year, I pretty much knew I knew months ago. I was like, oh yeah, I got to pick this one this year, because of course this was the year we lost my favorite writer, Peter David. So I wanted to pick this Christmas issue of Spectacular Spider-Man that I knew he did, but I'd never actually read it. So I'm gonna pick that. We're gonna do Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man number 112 from
112,
1986.
86. What makes this such a special Christmas issue? Any
Well,
ideas?
the cover has Santa Claus holding a gun. So it's basically like a
Oh,
burglar
okay.
dressed like Santa Claus.
All right. Well, that's
Yeah. It's
hope
kind
you
of
want to show the kids.
Terminator-esque. Yeah, it's pretty great. I love it.
All right, Spectacular Spider-Man 112 by Peter David. Any idea who the artist is at this time?
Let me see here. Mark Beecham. No idea who that is.
Yeah, it's a name I do not recognize. So, okay.
All right, gotta do some research there, apparently.
Yes, apparently. So, all right. So that's next week here in the big show, Spectacular Spider-Man 112. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. We appreciate the support. And until next week, don't get any jank on you.